Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today we're going to be doing some more T6 Abyss, and luckily I feel quite a bit better now than I did before after taking the COVID vaccine. Let's just deploy these drones to get stuff started, and I'll tell you guys what's happened. Okay, so I took the AstraZeneca vaccine yesterday, and I felt absolutely trash in the afternoon and the night. In fact, when you guys saw me make the Abyssal video about when I was talking about this vaccine, then I was feeling a lot better than I did in the night. So I felt even worse than during the night preceding that video. I felt so bad. I was basically almost bedridden. I could barely get out of the bed. I had struggled to just brush my teeth. I could barely even do that, and I was even thinking that I would just skip brushing my teeth and I'm someone who's really, I just absolutely hate not like brushing my teeth or going to sleep, and that weird feeling in my mouth. And I just managed to brush my teeth, and then I had to go back to bed. It felt basically like as if I had a flu, or in fact even worse. I can't even remember the last time I had a flu that felt that bad. I felt almost like throwing up. Luckily, I did not. I did not throw up. I struggled to go to sleep. It was such a bad headache. It was so bad muscle pain everywhere. It was just so bad, much worse than when I filmed the Abyssal video talking about this. Then I think I woke up around 12 or 1 a.m. at night. And then I felt, because I was freezing, I was just sort of freezing like crazy. I had a burning fever from the vaccine. But so then I put lots of clothes on me. I had a jumper, big woolly socks, and then about 1 a.m. at night, let's just go to the bar adapter. There's not enough time here. We're wasting time by traveling to all these places. But about 1 a.m. at night, I think 12, I woke up. And this was because my feet and everything was just feeling so warm. And I noticed initially that I felt a lot better. But I was really warm. And I was feeling very warm. I think that's just because the freezing had stopped. I was not feeling really cold anymore. Even though for some reason I felt cold, but I had a big fever earlier in the night. But I stopped freezing, so I feel like that made it so that I was feeling really hot because I was overclothed, like I had so much clothes on. So I took everything off, or like when I mean everything, I mean like my socks and jumper, and then I went back to bed, and luckily I was able to go back to bed. I started feeling a little bit less nauseous. And now, the next day, I feel quite a bit better. I still don't feel fully recovered, though. I've got pretty bad headache, and I also just feel, generally speaking, pretty tired and weak. But a lot better than yesterday. Even better than when I showed you guys the Abyssal video as well. I'm glad about that. But it's just I'm a bit annoyed because no one really... I know that it's a bit of my responsibility, but I hadn't really read much up about it. And I would have hoped that people would have at least mentioned this when we got this invitation to get the vaccine, but we didn't get any information whatsoever. And I think that's a bit unfortunate because it was just horrible. I've not felt this bad in, I don't know when was the last time I felt this bad, even when I was ill for real. So it was just a really bad experience, But now I feel a lot better, so I'm glad about that. So just keep this in mind if you guys do plan to take the vaccine. Just prepare yourself for eventual wreckage of yourself, because I did not expect this at all. However, there are some people that have been doing quite well and have hardly had any side effects at all in my class, but there are many like me as well that have got pretty bad. I feel like I am on one of the worst side. I'm not sure why. There's many things that can affect these kind of things. All of us have slightly different immune systems, so some of us react differently to these kind of stimuli than others. But I feel like compared to my peers, I was on the worst side of the like how bad we all reacted to the vaccine. So it was not a good experience. It was not a good experience, but now I'm feeling better, so I'm glad about that. And the something that I knew that I was feeling bad, was the like last night. Then when I was feeling like my worst, I could not even sit at my computer to play some video games, and when that happens, I know there's something wrong, because usually, almost however bad I feel, I almost always find a way to play video games. It's one of my favorite pastimes. So I knew something was bad, but now I can again, so I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, let's spread these drones. Oh, this Deviant Automata suppressor here is making stuff go really fast just because of the rogue drones getting slapped up, and my drones are also getting slapped up, so I want to recall them. But let's earn some dank ISK. Let's earn some dank ISK. Now that I'm feeling better, I think it's time to earn some dank ISK. I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys are all earning your dank ISK. Recently, it's been all a case of me getting the muscle memory back, and I feel like it'll be easier now to do this, because I'll be now running more abyssal sites, hopefully. I still think that I need to plan maybe a little bit more in terms of like my planning on routes, because the route planning in the T6 Abyss with my Afterburner is still something that I have to do from time to time. Like sometimes I'll go these inefficient routes, and then I will spend a long time just traveling, not actually getting the towards the site done in a reasonable amount of time, because I spend so much time traveling. Okay, there we go. He's dead, and we can lock up this bioadaptive cache. Maybe even put the drone on him. Start reloading. There we go. But how is it for you guys? Do you guys play EVE Online when you're ill, or is it something that you just like, nah, I'm not, and I'm just gonna sit there and watch movies? Because often when I'm ill, I don't feel too compelled to play games. Often I just sit there. Oh, 80 mil, just like that. Often I just want to sit there and watch some movies or YouTube videos. It's a lot more, you know, you can just lie in your bed, do that. It's hard to play EVE when you're lying in your bed. I do have a laptop that can play EVE, but I don't, it's still not as, you know, relaxing as just watching some good videos. I have played quite a bit of EVE Online even when I have been ill. I remember in 2018, I felt pretty bad. Like, it was not too bad, but it was I think it was just like a general cold, and it was not too easy. But I remember doing a lot of T4 Abyss. It was 2018 autumn. It was when I started doing that full like giga tank Gila with like the full passive tank. When I found out about that fit, I was earning quite a bit of ISK doing that. So that's when I used that fit so much. You know, just wrecking all these abyssal sites, T4 abyssal sites in them. It was so nice. I earned so much ISK. I remember in 1 weekend I earned like over a billion ISK, and that was so much, especially for T4. And that back then, especially for me, I was a lot poorer back then, but that meant so much, because I remember I had got some good loot drops. I think it was a like one of those specialization skill books. It was some good times. It was some good times. Unfortunately, now I feel like the skill books, the specialization skill books, drop a bit less than they used to do. We can go for this extraction node here, because look at the time. We've got plenty of time, right? We've got plenty of time. We've already got all the blindings on the case, or like they've already been taken care of with this drone over here. So we'll just go for this extraction node, because it can potentially hold like 10 million or something like that. But it doesn't really matter, to be honest, that I don't get the skill books anymore, because I'm already earning so much ISK from these T6 abysses that with especially the mutaplasmas. You get really good mutaplasmas from these T6 abysses. So it's anyway alright. It's not like I don't miss the skill books too much, but it would be nice to get them. You know, the random 200 million ISK present like that is always nice to have. Let's grab this extraction node right here, and it's soon downtime. I don't know, it's just a tendency that I tend to run Abyssal Dead Space near downtime. I don't always intentionally do that. It could be good because less people are out there potentially. Or 14 million? That's what I mean. The extraction nodes can give some pretty good discs sometimes. I mean, it's always easier, like reduces the risk of ganking because less people are on during downtime, just before downtime. But I don't do it particularly intentionally all the time. It's just been a little bit of by chance when I've had a bit of free time. So let's go back to the origin conduit. We've got quite a lot of ISK right here. And I'm curious, how much is this worth in GT? Because the mute plasmas often have a bit of varying prices. So I'll check this right now. Eve Brazil. Ooh, 126 million. So we've got 126 million in, what was this, like 12 minutes? Because it's going to take a bit of time to get here. So I think that is some dank ISK. I hope you guys enjoyed this video right here. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.